Are you secretly running your business on luck? Because if your strategy is clients just come to me, we need to talk. Okay? I'm Maggie Patterson, and I help experienced service providers get off the referral roller coaster so you can build a business that is not dependent on luck. Today, I want to talk about why relying on word of mouth marketing alone puts your business in a precarious position and what to do instead so you have control of getting more clients in the door and not making marketing into your side hustle. Quick note before we keep going, I'm going to link my real life rule quiz below, and you're definitely going to want to take it because it is going to tell you if the marketing you're doing and the way you're getting clients is actually aligned with your capacity. Because we all know for any plan to work, it actually has to work for your real life. All right, you're an experienced service provider, so your skills aren't the problem. It's the system behind how you get those clients or don't get those clients. I've seen really experienced service providers go from like 5 or 10 inquiries a month to absolutely nothing. This doesn't happen because they suddenly forgot how to be good at what they do. It's because people stopped mentioning their name. An old referral source that they could always rely on retired or moved on to another career. So suddenly their name is not being mentioned in the same way. The reality is that luck works until it doesn't. And then what happens is you are left trying to fill that gap. Referrals always feel great in the moment, but passive referrals, that if someone thinks of me type, you can't control them. You can't forecast it. There's no control. There's no visibility. There's no reliable way to know if you're going to be able to cover your bills or hit your goals next month. So if this has ever shown up for you, or you feel like you suddenly have this scramble to fill your calendar, this is why you are relying on luck. So what do you do instead? Well, this is where most people freeze. They think, I don't want a cold pitch, but I can't just keep waiting around. Good news, you don't need to do either of those things. Here's what actually works for my business and for my clients. Number one, you need to build a visibility habit. I'm not talking about creating more content. Pick one place where your best clients already spend time. Maybe that's industry events, LinkedIn, or email. Then share something small a couple times a week, an insight, a client window. This comes up all the time. You want something to get them interested, to open up a curiosity loop. This is not about volume. This is about being very visible on purpose. And over time, you build a habit, not snowballs, so that people remember you when they are ready to reach out and hire someone. Next up is the proactive ping process. So once a week, check in with 2 or 3 past clients, referral sources, almost clients. Keep in touch. Be human and actually add value. I'm not talking about weird sales energy or pitching. I'm talking about a genuine note, a useful update, or a relevant resource. This is how your name stays top of mind. This is how referrals that seem random become way less random. Finally, you need a clear next step. We don't need this big, complicated 47-step funnel, all these freebies. We need one obvious way for people to stay in touch once they found you. A lot of times this is just going to be connecting on LinkedIn or a social media platform. It's going to be making a point of interacting with them. Maybe you're just going to check in with them by email, like in the ping process I talked about a second ago. But you need a low pressure way to make that next step make sense for them and not relying on people to summon up your name 3 months from now when their friend needs what you have. That way, when referrals slow down, you don't just disappear. You can stay top of mind and people don't forget about you. The strategies I just outlined are designed to be very low energy. You don't need to be a full-time marketer. But when you sit back and you're passive and you rely on luck alone, your business has a built-in ceiling. And usually this results in a lot of stress, a lot of scrambling, and a feeling of being behind when it goes quiet. And for a lot of people, 2026 has been quiet. So you need to actually put these things into action. Quick gut check. If your main referral source dried up tomorrow, how would you fill that gap? Drop a comment below with what you try or what's stopping you from getting more proactive and not relying so much on luck anymore. Listen, I have talked to so many smart, talented, experienced service business owners who've had some amazing years in business. And then what happens is they spend the next few months after realizing the system was just luck. And I have been there too. And what changed things for me wasn't a big overhaul. It was building a simple visibility and follow-up system, a habit, if you will, that I could rely on and that I would carve out time to actually focus on. It didn't require me to be dancing on social media, but I did have to show up and remind people that they could hire me. So if marketing keeps falling to the bottom of your list because you're already at capacity, this is going to help. The real life rule quiz shows you whether their business setup gives you enough room to be proactive or if it's forcing you to rely on luck instead. It's free, takes about 2 minutes, and the link is below. So to wrap it up, being lucky is not a plan, especially when it comes to finding clients. Take the quiz, choose one visibility habit, and stop running your business on luck.